Addicted to me. Boom, shakalaka like a boom. If I said window, like how would it look? Would the window only be this time? So live streaming on Google Docs and everything. Okay, cool. So the emphasis for, not the emphasis, the focus for today. See this high, 243.3020. The high of this candle is 2431.7980. And if we were to look at the 4 hour, if this candle will, which should close now, unless, wait, let me change this to New York. We should see a new 4 hour candle open now. So this becomes in the 4 hour unfilled busy. Right, perfect, inside right. Now, because this high has not cleared that previous high, you want to see the 4 hour candle now run this high here. And actually, where is it now? Clear this buy side up here. You can never take that to me. But we also did make an inversion favor leg up here in terms of this 4 hour. So, I mean, it doesn't matter how the market really moves at this point. You want that high. So, what PRA could one opt to use here? If you wanted to use this prop block here and do a 1-to-1 into that high, I mean, then sure, go for it. But what I'm ideally looking for, although it might be a bit optimistic since that this 4 hour candle here, this middle one made an inversion, which many a time results in this gap remaining unfilled. So I might be a bit too optimistic, but I ideally want to see this high get traded to and then a sell model down into there. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. I are perfect. I grew up in the sun every single time. If I go to this 5 minute, Sibi here, you want to see has a 1 minute closed above it. If I sleep tonight, I can climb inside. But also, if the market opts to run way down here, we just get great buys here into buy side, but patience is required. Mind you, the best way to buy up into liquidity or into people's stops, think of it right, it's if they want to offload their position on top here, right, get a bit more. So now get people going short. So many people on top here now are seeing this as maybe even a double top or something, some sort of resistance. I'm just looking for a bullish breaker on the 1 minute. Give you what you want, baby. Gave you what you deserve. Gave you what you deserve. Gave you what you deserve. On stage, you can never come to me. When the dreamers Can die inside if I sleep tonight. I can close my eyes. Don't when you come just to tell me that I'm useless. If I want you, never is what it seems. Shoot your mind in your dreams. For a.m. would you call this to tell me that I'm worthless? If I'm but shit, then why the fuck are you hurting? Never is what it seems. Shoot the man in your dreams. Riding up in a grave just to show I got purpose. So you'll see here now, as this previous candle interacted with the gap below. Yes, so it has. So what I would want to see here, based on how this candle is forming, perfect if we can have a down close candle here, and then if the next one can then offer a bullish change in the state of delivery off of this one into the highs. If not, you might see it drop lower, but it's very unlikely that daily highs just get left like that. So now that we've moved lower, so from this point here, I would want to see this be used as an inversion, and then if this remains as a swing point, then I'd enter off of there, and then I want this for about a 3.27 hour trade. I got my father's temper. Well, this is just those cases where the market's gone and run off by itself. So we've got this inversion here. It's not going to give us as nice of a risk to reward, but so I've gotten not as nice as I wanted at 2428, 242. See, quite stops are, it's a very big stop loss. The risk to reward has shrunk quite a bit now. I guess since this candle made an inversion fair value gap and the gap here, I would want to see this gap remain unfilled if the market is to continue higher within my or in my direction. The beauty of trading. I got my father's temper. Let me just change this stuff quickly. I need to do some account login shit. So I guess this level has been now closed past. So I mean this is now more than a one-to-one that it's been able to reach. But I'd really want a much deeper pullback, maybe down to this propulsion block here, and then I would add to this trade. And I mean then that would only give me, because again I still wanna I still wanna break a wake up here. That'll give me 2 hour, but I don't think I'm gonna get anything now. I mean there's this upwards candle here, but I do think that this take profit will be hit. Take off, stand around, next thing you know, love is back. Such poison, I'm starting to realize it. When you saw I see the gleaming across the ceiling, across the room. It's all on you. I have added one here, and I've got a very tight stop loss of at that breakaway gap. If I see that get traded to, then I know that this is not a trade for me. Then it's not in Let me remove all of this here. Just want to watch the price action itself. Oof, that has literally just edged me. I mean, that was extremely close to my stop loss. My stop loss was literally at that breakaway gap high. I mean, if this doesn't trade down and take me out here, then then that's extremely lucky because it got way too close for comfort to actually not tap into it. For a moment, there I go, stand around next thing you know. Oof, no, that's definitely run the stops. Well, how much did I lose on that? Like $1. Wasn't anything bad. When love is bad. Love is bad. So now, this down close candle, if you get a close above it, then obviously so believe in higher prices. Most annoying thing about things now is that I have to sit here and wait for a re-entry. I mean, I did think I had a decent trade running. I mean, it was about how much hour is that? I think I was up just over 1 hour. Yeah, like 1.3 there or so, but still got a lot to learn. Got a lot to learn. You see, where the skill needs to come into play now is this is still the target. Oh dear, wait. Even if the market were to dump down here, it's fine because this is what I call it, growing pains, which needs some Zambak or something. Don't try to act like the last one did you the same way. You go. I mean, technically, the 1 minute buy model now is still active. So we'll put in one position here and same TP. Now the rest of the order is even gone up. Oof. Damn, that's actually not two stop losses back to back. Looks like this. I mean, it's probably. I don't think that this 4 hours gonna want to trade all the way back down here before moving higher. If it does, so be it. But that's why there's risk to rewards. Even if you take 4 losses in a row, the risk is very small each time. Trading is a funny one. Okay, this will be the first sign to see if the market wants to move higher. We've made this, we've cleared this high. So the lowest down close candle between these two ranges is this one here. If we get a close there, you buy. Just wait for it. This one is a trick. This one is a trick. Good now. I'm being stupid. I'm being stupid. See, why am I rushing it? So you want to see if like a break is going to be made. Now, obviously, the 4 hour wants to move down here, but many a time what happens is before it trades down into this gap, it runs up high first and then it goes lower. But today can always just be those days where it falls way down first. So we'll see. What was I doing buying so much here? Uh, Let me just sit on my hands for a bit. So I would want buys if that became a breaker. Stop saw with whatever swing low formed it. Obviously, if not, I could continuously into this 4 hour gap from here. Then definitely from this 4 hour gap, I'd want to see longs. But if we then run these highs, then I definitely want to see this gap. It's just a waiting game, really. I was just being impatient and stupid earlier. It's not gonna get me anywhere, is it? Not looking good. Could get a 1 minute PPR here. If we get that, we enter. So if we get any return to this level, we enter. If not, we have to wait for a close past this high here. Yes, I'm considering this body as an entry, but I've already said I want the white level, so simply because the open was close pass and this going down, so it made it a bearish propulsion block, but the wick is too big for me to just decide no, it can't be a propulsion block. Just gotta wait and see now. Fuck it, it's not gonna hurt to go long. I mean, it's even a 2022 model here, so. Now we see. So like I said, if I can get a close past this white line, I will add here. It's right here, add when close. Because I mean, the initial trade has very, very little risk. So here. The issue with PPR moves like this as well is that when it what do you call it? When it clears this high, you just run the risk of the market running back down and stopping everyone out. But I only have about one position on here, so I can't. It's not like I'm gonna close. So you just gotta see how does this one. The 1 minute makes an inversion straight here, and you know if market is not in the mood of going higher. See, it's made a inversion here already. So, but again, my stop loss is down here. It is what it is. If the money is lost, it's the point of the trades today. It's feel every idea with money. I can't get into this whole thing and become better by. It's not like I'm risking 900 rand. If I am losing even 100 rand a day, 150 rand a day doing this stuff, then so be it. Dude. Like this is my tuition. This is what I'm paying for. So like I said, I only add if we close past this level. Even if we make this, see this down, see this is why I don't like this PNL too, man. My entry is at the high of the gap here, so I'll put this tool here. I mean, if there was if price made a bearish prop block here after making this inversion, and that's a 2024 model against me. So, I mean, I feel like that would be decent enough grounds to collapse the trade. No, can't add yet. Needs to be this line. In order for me to not believe in cells and it go against me, I want this high. Carry the past. That's going to give me more confidence in terms of my position. Then after that, the next hurdle becomes, leave that for now, this inefficiency here. I utilize this line as well as this triangular candle should support price. You keep it higher. Key levels to monitor on this propulsion block. So points like mediums, mid threshold here. So if I had one more position on, I would have collapsed it at this close. Because now we've kind of made this bearish change in the state of delivery. So maybe even squeeze the stop a bit higher. So I would have moved my stop loss now to this point here. So I reduce it by from 1.8 to 1.4. It's minor, but it does something. So now that we've run this low here, um, we got to think of the highest up close candle in this range, which is now this one. So ideally, I want to see price close above this, then this inversion, sorry, then this SEBI, then higher prices. Obviously, if not, then it's just gonna dump lower. But still have the smallest position on possible. Going to add if obviously there's a strong close here, and possibly later on. But this is why, I mean, the one thing I've noticed that my accounts only ever lost if don't say if my daily risk is 1%. If my initial entry I risk 1%, and then the market ends up running my way, I lost 1% for no reason. Okay, we've closed past this mid threshold, which is this black line here. I do want to see it stay above that line and then trade higher, but I'm in markets like this. It's very tricky. And it's actually the safer way to trade now is to just wait for either one of these areas to get traded to. But also, I guess with me being on the 1 minute and looking for this type of move is it is quite aggressive. I mean, the safer thing to, would be to just be on the 3 minute or the 5 minute, because then, yeah, like you're not gonna have as nice of a risk reward, but at least you know that, you're trading fairly significant moves. But it's not really a cowboy mentality. It's just it is what it is. Can't lie, I would have loved a much faster market, but you see, with this pair, you get caught in this quite a lot. It happens there, it happens there. I don't know, I just want this SEBI to be left unfurled for now, and just this buy side to be the target. But what's not a very, so if I just remove everything quickly, something that's not comforting is that like it's refusing to close past this high. You see this up close candle. This was the breaker move I was looking for, and yeah, we got this 2022 model and all, but it never got that close above that I actually wanted. So and it just keeps on doing this, and you think to yourself like, why not get out of the trade and then get in once that breaker can be formed cleanly? Because even here, yeah, we took out this low, so this high should be a breaker, and just watch it's just failing to close past it. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get out of this trade and just wait a bit. Because like it's just spending so much time in this upwards candle makes me think that it wants to just move down a bit lower first. Sometimes. The surplus low. Now he closed above that high. And go long. You know, VIX 25 is not being an easy bet today. Still support their decision to close this because now we've even closed past this low here, which is not ideal. I mean, anyone who thinks that this is not getting traded to is mentally ill. You said this high, that's also a problem. What to say? I can say to myself, you don't want me no more. I listen to the song. I cross the door. It don't matter to me. It don't matter to me what they say. It don't matter to me. It don't matter to me what you say. I can't recover from our conversation. It's fine. Jeopardize burning sensations. Oh my goodness. I'm getting so fucking tired. Stressing over summer. June, 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 June. Fuck. Show me an example where the market has ever done this. So here's the reasoning. Um, we find one day like that. Oh, it don't matter to me. It don't matter to me what they say. Like say a day like this, right? Market comes, clears this low, consolidates a bit. This becomes a swing low. Yes, it chops around for a bit, but it closes then, trades up into a gap, rejects the gap, runs back down, clears the low. And I just think a low that was, sorry, a high that was made on the 31st of Jan, that's in such close proximity. I don't believe in it being left just like that. I'm not that negative, but like over my dead probably. So right now that we've run this low, the highest up close candle is now this here. Let's wait on that. Now because we're about to enter the macro, we just might see a wonderful opportunity of just absolutely rapid pricing. We're just gonna see boom 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 into the daily high. He's being very optimistic, but this is the breaker, turns to the highest up close. Let's see what happens. I know this here, this close might still be set up for shorts. It's all about waiting for the candle close. Hey, hey, hey. But if by clearing this high, the market closes past this low here, then I'm taking shorts. And what am I shorting into? This 4 hour. But in theory, this actually is a breaker here. Don't you let out that on your top. Popping cause it's all we know. Interested in this candle here. You see, this one just gave a fucking breaker and just, called it a day. Gave the breaker. Gave the 1.5 hour. I'm just reading this article here that says Devon Forex trader Fondo Mansi was sentenced to 10 years for fraud and financial crimes. Fondo Mansi, a 33-year-old crypto trader from Durban, was sentenced to 10 years in prison after pleading guilty to multiple charges, including fraud and contravening financial regulations for crimes committed between June 2020 and April 2021. Mansi ran an investment scheme under his company, Crypto Mazanzi Group Pty Limited, promising 1,000% returns but used investors' money for personal gain instead of investing it. He was arrested in Cape Town after being reported missing, and over 4.5 million rand was recovered through asset forfeiture. Damn, niggas. That's outrageous, bro. Mansi's sentence includes 10 years imprisonment with concurrent sentences for various offences, and he will serve an effective 10 years behind bars. And like all of the comments are saying, not even a single day have I ever believed that you can make money with Forex. It's rare to get money making ideas from black people and even become nuisance begging you to make money for yourself. Never. I tell you again, Forex, it is, Forex is a scam. Everyone, um, when he comes out, he'll be the perfect candidate for ANC president. These people are brutal, eh? Potential 1 minute bullish PPR here, which, if it does form, it cannot be ignored. Thing is, I did tell myself today that like it's just gonna be a day of scalping, of like, you know, very rather quick. Don't just please Just give it to me for fuck's sake. Um, no, it's not gonna happen. Never mind. No BPR. No BPR, no entry. Yeah. Ideally, it makes the inversion and comes back and doesn't trade past the high, but what you do it. Extremely slow session. And when I'm saying slow, I mean like really fucking slow, man. Goodness. Far behind. Okay, you're set up for a break, and I just if the next hour, that 1 hour candle can just dip below and then fuck off higher, it would be great. I mean, trading to an extent is a scam. Like, I think of how many losses I've taken today, but the risk was extremely little. Like, if I decided that on every single trade and every single idea, I'm going to be a hero instead of building up into the trades, then yeah, well, that's never going to work. I mean, we are in a weekly SIBI, so yeah, sales do make sense, but I mean, I just don't think that the market is going to leave that high alone just like that. I mean, obviously, if it does, it does, but um, sometimes it's okay. Oh, sometimes it's okay. Oh, okay. I only have okay, say with like showering and finding and like leaving and stuff. I can only sit here for another hour and 15 minutes, and in 20 minutes, I'm gonna have to move over to Nasdaq. So this was it. It wasn't gonna be as quick of a trading session as I wished. I mean, you see that from because the new 4 hour candle opened here, so I was genuinely convinced of just you know trading up, running the previous high, and then filling the gap down here. But hey, I guess this is why trading is it's a skill. Sometimes it's okay. Can you like this itchy, man? I'm just glad I decided to collapse the position. I'm like, why am I acting on impulse? I mean, let me think of it this way. I'll be stingy with money with my trades. Say if I have three good trading days that I can where I've got an opportunity to make something. and it'll even be with like a derivative account, and I'll risk $3, so about 60 rand. Then say I lose it, or I'm up now 5 rand 80, 5 rand 90. Sorry, 5 years 80, 5 years 90. I get a $7 even. But like I'm not satisfied because I'm like, damn, like this is only 140. I'm like, yeah, but you only risked 60. Like, there wasn't any sort of significant risk. So what I'm doing now is like risk say about like $10. Say like a perfect trade, right? Say the market comes and it does this and it runs a low eventually, and we just get that, you get that shift in market structure more. So it comes, if there's some up close candle here, then I get say a bullish breaker. So let's wait, maybe somewhere here, right? Then now imagine now, say all of a sudden I can first say risk one contract here. You put one position. Goes up, comes back and kind of digs in, but say it's close past the high like this and it's created another breaker or something. Or if it does something like that, even you add, pulls back, when you get the mitigation back here, add again. Somewhere here it pulls back for 1 to 1, add again. So I'm building versus you could just on that first one, I could add and it just dumps immediately down. But I really only finished building my position all the way up here once the trade is actually moving to my favor. Um, it's actually a shocking amount of consolidation, I must say. It's just accumulating here, man. Make some juicy shit. I want to see how this survey is treated. I mean, if it makes an inversion of it, wonderful. Then the previous day, how will likely get taken out. So because I've been caught in the middle too many times, if this I gets traded to, I want this busy. If it's this 4 hour busy load, then I want the high. In regards to Tuesday's the previous day settlement price, it's my alarm here. It's over there, which is perfect. Market country is only 33 points away from it. Um, I mean, we did run this low with this upwards candle, so get that this could be a breakaway gap, but like still a 4 hour unfold gap there. In terms of the daily, I mean, it actually could use quite a large move down, but this is PD. Just nobody. Technically, this is a 15-minute bullish order block because it's up close candle. So actually, longs here, strictly on the 15-minute, I wouldn't disagree. It's just that it's got such a big top and bottom wick. So yeah.